Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to HollywoodEditingMentor.com. Got another quick little video tutorial for you today. This time has to do with continuity sheets. A lot of people have been asking me, what are they? Where can I find them? It's just like this mystery. So I figured I'd just show you what continuity sheets are. This mysterious paperwork from the world of scripted television. So check it out. Just like the last video about project organization, each show is going to be different, right? So, I mean, other shows or different shows will require different information, but the idea here right now is to show you basically just what it is, so that you have an idea of what kind of information needs to be on there. And so when you are working and you get one or you have to fill one out, you at least know how to navigate it. It's not something new, completely new to you. But just remember that each show is going to be slightly different, but this is a good guide. You ready? All right, here we go. So there it is. That's a scene continuity. Nothing scary, right? And very simple. Basically, it is just it's taking all the information, like scene numbers, scene descriptions, scene durations, and putting that information on a sheet of paper, so that when, say, your editor or your director, producer, they might want to move scenes around, right, or take scenes out, they can see this and have a better idea of what things can be moved around, and maybe scene right away you could see it's pretty long. Maybe you need to take some time out, or you want to know what track, what music was used in a scene. It'll all be there. All this information will be on there, and that's just what it is. Nothing complicated. So I'm just gonna go through it and show you what each field here requires, or what kind of information needs to be in there. Okay, so here at the top, I put Hollywood Editing Mentor. That would be your show name. Scene continuity, just so we know what this is. And then episode number, episode 101. In this case, just as an example, the total running time of the episode, the date, and then the cut. And here I put the lock cut. And so, but you would put editor's cut, director's cut, producer's cut, whatever. That would be it. Usually, typically you send one out with every cut that goes out. But again, that'll vary by show, and someone will tell you if they need it. If not, just simply ask, because it's good to ask it from the beginning, because you don't want to be that day you're staying late there, probably outputting a cut, and then suddenly they say, oh yeah, we need a continuity. Just to make sure. I mean, very likely that they will need one, but just ask from the beginning about continuities and how often they go out, or with what cuts. Very important. Okay, so here the first field is time code in. This is just the time code of when the scene starts. Some shows will have also the scene duration. So besides where it starts, they'll also want to know how long the scene is. So just so you know, time code in, that's when the scene starts. Sometimes they'll ask for duration, or sometimes they won't want the time code in, and they'll just want the duration. So just so you know. Then, of course, here we have scene number. Just pretty much go down the list. And this is all based on the cut that you're sending it with. So you just pretty much look at your timeline, see what scene is next, and then just keep on writing scene numbers. Scene description. Scene description, that's what it is. But I usually take the description either from the one-liner, that's another sheet from production that has all the scenes. It's very similar. It's very similar to the continuity, but it has all the scenes in chronological order that are in your episode, or that are at least going to be or plan to be in the episode. And so they'll have like a description, an official description of the scene. I usually copy paste, but of course, you can always put your own description. I just like to go fast and just copy paste. Let's go, And notes. In this case, there's notes. What I would put here, and I used to put in here, is the music track that was used in that scene. So whether it be a composer track, source music, from the music supervisor, I would just put, for example, who it came from, the duration. If it was source music, I would, needle drops. I would put in the artist, song name, stuff like that, just so everyone knows what music or what track was used. And it's very helpful for music supervisors, so they could start working on clearing stuff, and also for composers as well. So that is the information that would go on there. And then in this case, there's these bits here where it says original series card, disclaimer graphic, and then main title of the show. So again, it's just, in this case, the show had those three elements, right? And so wherever for example, the original series card started, in this case, just put the time code in of where it starts. Same thing with the disclaimer graphic and the main title. So you can see the structure of your show, of your episode, by looking at this piece of paper. That's it. I mean, honestly, like I said, the other shows will require more information, but it's just a lot of like durations. Maybe, they want the name of the director, the editor, things like that. But just so have an idea of what it is, and then so if you start working on a job, you see one for the first time, you're like, all right, I've seen this before. I get it. I get what they need and what they need it for. Quick tip here though: do not leave this till the end, or I should say, till you're gonna send a cutout. What I mean is, these can be tedious. It's just a lot of data entry, if you want to call it that. I like to get them like as soon as I start during the dailies process. I like to fill them out because I don't want to get to my editor's cut, and then that day when I'm, like I said, they're late, sending out a cut. I don't want to be there, staying later because I need to fill this out. So get this out of the way as soon as possible. Like I'm telling you, do it as soon as possible. Just have it there, fill it in. You'll initially have it in there with, you won't have maybe scene durations or time code in, but at least have the scene numbers and the scene description based on the one-liner, and just have it all out, everything. And then as you go in cuts, you're going to be taking stuff out and you're going to be moving things, but at least you've done it. You have your, you already started it, and from there you can tweak it. But you don't want to leave this till you start sending out cuts. And like I said, just ask. I'm telling you from experience. Ask about continuities when they typically go out, so you're prepared and you're not surprised that suddenly they need one. Trust me. Okay, so that's it. That's pretty much it. Continuity, scene continuities, simple, right? Don't be scared. Don't be intimidated. Very simple. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot more of these little videos, so get familiar with stuff that's that we work with in scripted television. So you get to know the workflow. But if you want to dive deeper into this stuff, you can obviously join the Hollywood Editing Mentor program. I'd love to work with you. We really dive deep into all this stuff and many other things that will help you out with achieving your career goals and being comfortable, say with scripted TV workflows. So HollywoodEditingMentor.com. Check it out. Sign up for our email list or subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're going to have a lot more videos coming soon. So thank you very much. I'll see you next time.